Hey guys, so as you see, we've got a new package arrived and we're going to basically do a quick unbox. It is my new Haotian CO2 Galvo Laser. It's going to make some of the things that we do considerably faster, which means we can actually do it a little more cost effectively as well. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, so just got in, yes, on Saturday, because I showed that the shipment arrived from our friends at Haotian, from Pascal and everybody over there. So it's time to do a quick unboxing of our new CO2 Galvo. So here we go. Alright, so I'm going to start with this, that I'm not even quite sure exactly what's in this one. But let's start here. Let's see what we have. A little bit of Resi labeling. Interesting packaging. Aha! It's the tower. Lots of foam, which is good for packing. And a big tower. So there we go. 70 centimeter powered tower. And I'm sure that is all that is in this box. Yes, so we're done with this one. Definitely a nice beefy tower. Okay, now we'll move on to the crate. Get the old tools ready. Sorry, this is the boring part of opening the crate. All right. So here we go. So I did order 2 more acrylic safety windows, kind of like I did for my fiber laser. So we'll be doing a little, we'll be gluing these up to create a little safety area around the machine for the CO2. A little newspaper. There we go. Our plate. Good old ruler. Again, lots of good foam packing. And here we go. So we got a lot of goodie packs. Safety glasses. assuming this is one of my lenses. Yes, correct. Okay, so this is for the rotary. A lot more foam. Let's see what we got here. Ah, great. Another hidden Alright, looks like we're at the stage of pulling it out of the box. Just gonna make a little space here. Definitely a smaller control box than we're used to with like a fiber laser. So obviously, you know, the main engine on a fiber is in the box, whereas this it's in the upper. And here's the big boy. And then this looks and feels like the rotary. Which is pretty much like the one I've got for my fiber. Does look slightly different than the other one. Actually, this one, I like this one actually a little bit better. Different connection than the fiber. Smaller connector. Alright, so I'm going to just first open up this pack and go through what we've got in here. So here's your controller for the Z-axis, your foot pedal, power cord, block plate, screws for the base, software, lens covers, USB cable. Interesting. Got your cables, screws, and of course your Allen set. So all the basics. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Allens. I'm going to go ahead and just set a stop on this thing just so it's not flopping around. Just set that there for the moment. Hang on to that bag actually, because I have a feeling we're going to come back and use it to store stuff. And I guess really the first thing we should do mount the tower. So let me think about how I want that tower set up. I'm going to want that on the left or on the right side. So right there. I'm assuming that's going to be these big boys here. Grab our Allens. We use the biggest one for that one. Easy enough. Just kind of get them threaded lightly before I get everything in place, and then we'll tighten them all down. Alright, I'm going to tighten them. Alright, now I'm going to get this over where we can get to the tower and mount this guy. So I'm going to try this by myself, but we may need a second set of hands. Okay, so one of the other things I did notice nicely on the packaging, they actually do tell you position plate, rotary, laser path, etc. So they kind of have these labeled for you. Of course, I jumped ahead and didn't really pay attention, but you get the general idea. And like I said, we'll see if I can hold this thing up and get it aligned by myself. I have a feeling that might not fly, but we'll try it. Oh yeah, she's heavy. And of course you've got to slide the nuts in the channel to the approximate spot you want them. And then I've got one attached, so I'm safe to hold it. I'm not going to tighten it per se, because I can still move it. But that at least keeps it safe. And then you got to go and line up each one of those nuts in the slide rail mounted to the bottom here. So you got to kind of slide things around until you get the screws or the nuts where you need them to line up with the screws, and then thread them up. All right, not the best zoom here, but you can kind of get a sense of, you know, this is the track that the nuts slide through. So you get one lined, I got one lined up, started a thread just to keep it from sliding, and then just slide back and forth until you find the next nut, and then start that one, and then you do the same with the back ones. And then once you got them all started, now I can put this into position and tighten everything down. All right, so now, like I said, we can tighten those down, at least for now. We may end up needing to move things around a little bit later depending on our positioning, but let's get them well and anchored. So there you go, we are good and anchored. So now it's a matter of picking this beast up and moving it over to where I want it. Go ahead and remove some of this tape. All right, so I'm going to tentatively move this over in its position until I can start figuring some things out, but we'll see if we can't carry it all in one piece. She's a little heavy, for sure. All right, so if I had paid attention, so this is the connector for the Z-axis that I assumed went to the control box, but in reality, It plugs right in there. All right, so I have plugged in the Z control to the control panel. All right, so like I did for my fiber laser, I made focus sticks out of 1/4 inch plywood on the gantry machine. So you've got your alignment marks here for the 2 lenses that I've got. So basically I can put that up there, and I want to line that with the top one. So I just use the electric controls to adjust where I'm at, and now I know I'm in focus. And then you do the same thing for the lower line for your other lens. Alright, so I'm going to just show a sample. This is a little riser that I made rather than getting the variable height and having to move this thing out of the way. So, quick table. I've left the Z adjustment actually here rather than mounting it to the column. It's just a little bit more convenient for me. Focus sticks. So we'll just raise that up to where we want. And actually, I do need to put one more thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sample of the notebook covers or the notebooks that we make. So I'm just going to place that down. We're going to use that as our focus. And there we go. Alright. Now let me go back. So we're going to check our placement. Obviously I'm off because I haven't done this job on this machine yet. But what I'm going to do, there we go, that's getting better. So this particular job takes about 12 to 14 minutes on our CO2 gantry. So I do use that to actually cut this piece of ply and cut the holes for the spiral bound. Takes about almost 2 minutes to cut that. But it was taking 12 to 15 minutes to actually engrave the front design, at least the sample that I'm going to use. And we're going to basically do a little test here and see how it goes on the new Galvo. So to get myself lined up. Eventually what I'll end up doing is adding stop plates at a true 90 so we can use that as a gauge. But we're just going to kind of do a guesstimate right now. Alright, I've got my power level set, so let's just go ahead and do it. Sorry for the movement. Wanted to give you a little bit better view of what's going on. So actually, as you can see, we're probably close to halfway done. So definitely considerably faster than the 13 to 15 minutes that it takes on my gantry. And again, I haven't tweaked these settings for speed yet. I'm just kind of using one of my typical engraved settings that I've tested with wood, and I like the way it looks, so I'm just using this one right now. we're done. So considerably faster.
So that ended up taking 2 minutes.
Alright guys, so that was again kind of a quick unboxing video, a little bit of use and setup. More details to follow. I'll start doing some more videos again on this stuff. I want to thank Pascal and the Haotian team for the machine. It's been great so far, just like the fiber laser as well. So there's information down in the description if you want to learn more about their machines. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please hit that like and subscribe as always. And again, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.